Have you heard of the term dating burnout? And I made a video about this a couple videos ago. Go check it out. And what made me think about making this video is I went a layer deeper. I was like, wait a minute. People are mostly burning out in dating because they're not dating on their terms. What does that mean, dating on your terms? Well, you see, let's say a guy making a video on TikTok crying about how dating is so hard. What will he say? I meet girls and I take them to dinner and I pay the bill and I see them again and then I text them, I call them, I may bring them this. And all I'm hearing is I'm giving everything I can to a woman and I'm getting nothing in return. And that sucks because in his mind, he thinks he has to do X, Y, and Z to get sex. When in reality, that girl he took on 2-3 dinner dates, that girl he was, spending lots of time on the phone with, texting throughout the week, there's a guy that will text that girl, come over, and she's with it. And it's because that guy is dating her on his terms. So in today's video, I want to talk about what's it like dating on your terms, because a lot of you guys would benefit from thinking to yourself, what are my guidelines? What am I willing to tolerate and not tolerate? What am I willing to do and not do, and draw that line in the sand? So let's go over why it's so important to date on your terms. The first reason why you should be dating on your terms is because you now get to date the exact way you want to. Think about it. When you ask that girl to drinks and she says, no, let's do dinner, she's basically saying, no, you're going to date me on my terms. So if that girl can do it, she can date on her terms. Why can't you? Why can't you exert a boundary and go, hey, Jessica, I don't do dinner, but hey, shoot me a text and if you still want to grab a drink. Lay it right there. Drop your number and go. And if she texts you, great. If she doesn't text you, great. You see, guys, a lot of times men just want to date women really, really bad. And what happens is when you have that mindset of, I just want to get her, I don't care if I have to drive an hour across town. I don't care if I have to take her to dinner. I don't care if I have to call her every day after work and talk on the phone. I just want her. That's what leads to resentment. Because when you don't get your desired result from that girl, whether it's sex or relationship, now you're mad. You're mad at the game, mad at women, mad at dating. And I don't want you to do that. So when you are able to say, hey, this is the type of day I want to have. I want to have drinks at this bar with this bartender making them. I want to be in this atmosphere. And I'm also close to my house, so I don't have to do all the driving. You see, doesn't that sound selfish, right? But that's the whole point. You see, girls will follow your lead if they, think you're that guy. So if a girl's not following your lead, she doesn't think you're that guy. And since she doesn't think you're that guy, why are you dating her? You see, guys, some girls date for fun. They see going to a nice restaurant, a cool, cute dress. They're just doing it for the experience. You're doing it because you want to, either A, date her, or B, blow her back out. But she could be going just for the experience, right? So by you saying, hey, this is what I want, this is what we're going to do. If she's like, ew, no, then that's not the girl for you, right? Also, to go a layer deeper, when you start dating on your terms, you're going to hear no more often. So if your goal is just to run your body count up and get the most amount of girls, then yes, do the opposite. Do whatever it takes by any means necessary. But if you're a guy that's, hey man, I just want to date girls who really like me, you're going to date less women. Yes, you're going to date less women when you date on your terms. Because when you ask a girl to do, X, Y, or Z, like for example, some of you guys don't like doing dates. That's fine. Just know when you ask 10 girls on a dating app just to come over to your house, you may get 1, you may get 2 if you're lucky. But you're going to hear no 9 or 8 times. But all that matters is you hear yes once. So that's the whole point. When you date on your terms, you will get less women, but the women that you get like you a lot more. You get what I'm saying? The second thing I'll say about dating on your terms is you're now dating women who actually like you. You see, we've all been on dates with girls who are kind of about us. He's cute. He's whatever. Meanwhile, we're going to the date giddy, smiling from ear to ear. So when you start dating girls who are on your program, on your type of time, you're dating girls who actually like you, and now dating has become easier. And all it takes is one W. You're on that date with a girl, you're grabbing drinks with her, you ask her back to your place, and things go the way you want it to. All of a sudden, your brain's like, oh my God, I can't go back. I can't go back, right? When you find that bar by your place that you like, it's comfortable, the bartender's cool, and you invite that girl to that bar and everything goes smooth, and then you go back to your place, you're like, wow, I can't go back. I can't. So when a girl goes, nah, I don't do drinks, I'll do dinner, you're like, nah, I'm good. Because you know what it's like to date on your terms. So it's almost like, trying like a premium steak or flying first class or getting a new apartment that's really nice. It's hard to go backwards. Once you tasted that A5 Wagyu, once you jumped on first class, it's harder to go back to coach. You know what I'm saying? Business class is okay, I guess, but it's hard to go back to coach, sitting in the back of the plane with your knees smacking the seat in front of you and the crying baby. You know what I'm saying? So now I will say this though, like I said earlier, you will date less women, but it doesn't matter. Your dating life is now smoother. You ask a girl, hey, want to hang out on Friday? She's like, hell yeah. Want to go to this bar? Hell yeah. So now dating is easy. There's no friction involved. Now, girls, they can get moody, so you may have to deal with, some emotions here and there. But other than that, when you date on your terms, you're dating women who actually like you, which makes the dating process a hell of a lot easier. And the last thing I'll say about dating on your terms is you have to be a strong man mentally. You see, the reason why I say that is because if you're a guy that's easily persuaded by looks, your mindset will do this. Hey, want to grab a drink? She says, no, I only do dinner. And in your head, you're like, shoot, this girl is really pretty. I should just do what she wants. And that's when you fall into her frame. And that's when you may start resenting her because you're not dating on your terms. You're dating on hers. So when you start to date on your terms, the number one thing has to be compliance. Now, I'm not saying go date the ugliest girl because she's compliant. What I am saying, though, is looks can't be number one. Because if looks is number one, you will always fold to a girl you find attractive. This is how I want your mindset to be. She's no longer pretty to me if she's not compliant. If you want to go to this nice bar in your town and she goes, no, I want to do dinner, okay, she's no longer pretty to you. If anything, she's irrelevant to you. Where's the girl who actually wants to go to this nice rooftop bar? You? Okay, let's go. As long as she's not built like Lizzo, hey, if that's your thing, do it. I'm just saying me personally. I like girls built like a sprinter, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, my point is, when you're dating on your terms, you have to be strong mentally to not let a girl's looks sway you off center. Your number one thing must be compliance, and that should be at the top of your list. When compliance is at the top of your list, you now date women who like you. Dating is easier. Dating is more fun. And you start to think back, damn, I really used to do all this extra stuff for girls. Now I just run my program, my system, and girls are with it. So that's the biggest, lesson for today, man, is I want you guys to date on your terms. You won't be making videos raging about how much you don't like dating when you're dating on your terms. You're raging about girls and having resentment towards girls because you're dating them on their terms. You're driving to their side of town, freaking buying flowers, buying expensive dinners. That's what they want you to do. But what do you want? And if you date girls and you do what you want, you really enjoy dating. You really enjoy the process because everything is on your terms. The second you go on her terms, that's when resentment starts to build, and that's when you want to, opt out of dating. I want you guys to do that. I want you guys to have a successful dating life. So if you guys want to, get more information on this, have me help you implement this, I'll leave a link down below, defundsimping.com right there. You can work with me one-on-one. We work for 8 weeks. I get you also a personal photographer to come to your city. That's right, you heard that properly. So I can get your online image dialed in so you can start getting way more matches and way more dates. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'm talking to y'all soon. Peace.